Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Yahuwah, with our double honor unto the elder apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Hakim across the world. Yeah. So I came across this guy one time, this guy over here, and he has a documentary called What is a Woman? I saw little snippets of it, and I thought to myself, like, look at these devils. They go to all these other countries, and I saw a particular clip of him going to Africa, and I'm gonna show it right here in this video over here, this news article. And he went there and he talked to the people and asked them, what is a woman? So I'm thinking to myself, when I saw that little clip, taken out of the whole video, I don't want to say context, but yeah, something like that, just taken out of the whole 59 or 91 minutes of documentary that he did. So I also encourage people, sometimes don't just take a snippet of a video, because you might get another idea about what it's what that video is about, or about what the person is saying actually. So yeah, this guy Matt Walsh, right? Yeah, Walsh. I think I said it right. And I'm gonna just go up in the video because I don't want to make it too long. Now check this out.
Waiting weeks to bring you, it's the extraordinary Matt Walsh, the man behind the groundbreaking documentary, What is a Woman?
What is a woman? Now let's break it down with the scriptures. Romans chapter 9, because this is what these Edomites are doing. Romans chapter 9 verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who had resisted his will? Because they say they was born this way and stuff like that. But this goes into something else, but you can use it for what I'm using it right now. Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? That's what these sodomites are doing. They're telling the Most High, like, listen, you don't know what you're doing. You made me in a wrong body, No, you got demons on you, according to the book of Romans chapter 1. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For the Heavenly Father is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. What they're going to come here with is a lot of crazy confusion. The title is called Gender Ideology, a Pervasive and Toxic Influence in Western Culture, Mac Walsh. Now, pervasive means especially of an unwelcome influence or physical effect spreading widely throughout an area or a group of people, and in this case spreading widely throughout the entire planet Earth, well, especially so-called westernized places where Edomites rule, by a particular group of people. And it's a very small group of people, as you will hear here also. But yeah. And so what is a woman? Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. And Yahawah said, Yahawah the power said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. I will make him an helpmeet for him. Okay, who will he make? Right? Cool cat. So now jump into 20. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the earth, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an helpmeet for him. Jumping up to 23. And Adam said, jumping up to 22. And the rib which Yahawah the power had taken from man, made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. What shall she be called? She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. So what is a woman? If you go to the definition of the word woman, because they're coming with confusion, lest the Lord said that Yahawah is not the author of confusion. So what they're coming with is confusion, which is of Satan. If it's not of the Lord, then it is of Satan. What is a woman? An adult female human being. Right. But then they go here with their new speech, a disrespectful form to address a woman. How can a woman be a disrespectful form to address a woman. This is what they call new speech. Truth is lies, and lies are truth. And truth is the enemy, by the way. These are the things that they're coming up to teach. What is a woman? Now you have a woman and a wife. Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife, which is a woman, but now she becomes your wife, meaning yours. You have just individual women. You know, women in general, right? But once you get one of those women in general, once you get one of them as wife, or maybe multiple, but anyway, let's just stay at one. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. That is what your wife is supposed to be, which is a help, and she's a woman. So you go to this word over here, on this verse over here, 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. What knowledge? Not the knowledge of the world. For example, when your wife is on her period, according to the knowledge of the world, you're supposed to just lay with her and make her feel wanted and comfortable. Fuck that. What you're supposed to do is dwell with them according to knowledge. And what knowledge is that? It is the knowledge of the Bible. And what does it say, for example, for that example that I just gave about the pussy blood, which is the book of Leviticus chapter 15, verse 19. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days. And whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even. And then you can read, you can read the rest for yourself if you have the time. Now I'm going to jump to Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 6. I'll start at 4. Behold, all souls are mine, according to are of the heavenly Father, the Lord Yahawah. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right, and what is lawful and right? He's going to explain. And had not eaten upon the mountains, which is idol worshiping. He had not done that. Neither had lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel. He had not done that. That is right and lawful in the eyes of the Lord. Neither had defiled his neighbor's wife. He had not done that, which is lawful and right. Neither had come near a menstruous woman to do what? To have sex with her. Don't have sex with a woman that's bleeding at the vagina. It is lawful and right. So, 1 Peter 3 and 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, which is the knowledge of the Bible, giving honor unto the wife. Just because it says here that he that beginneth the wife beginneth the possession, doesn't mean that when you say jump, she says how high, or hit it on the floor and do push-ups. No, it's not about that. For example, if you have a wife, which is yours, and she wants to dress like this with the belly, they cut out, conveniently they cut out the tube, so that's the beauty. Because these goddamn cave monkeys, they hate you, but they will represent the Asian, and of course the so-called look Latin, but you know, but it's all about the so-called white skin. That's what it's about, because Latin females also are being promoted because they're fucktoys. You know, I mean, like, shit, if I had the power, I would promote this because it's my fucktoy. You don't get it. If you're a man, you will get it. But anyway, a nation that is taken over and conquered, you fuck their wives. I made a video about that they used to do that in the time of the Romans and the Greeks. They used to have sex with the children, boys and girls, and also rape the men and the women. Yes, they did that, and they still do that until this day. I also made a video about that. Right, I'm going to try and put the links in the description box for those videos, so let me just go on. But anyway, If your wife wants to dress like this, she is ordered. She is supposed to comply not to do this. You dishonor at your head. You dishonor your man by dressing like this. You can't do that. This is provoking. And if you say you got to control yourself, or you got to have not be jealous and stuff like that, then you need to go find another sucker. Look at this shit right here. Are you kidding me? Look this. No, man, you can't. No, man, you can't walk around like that, man. You can't walk around like that. You need to. No. Only in the bedroom, anyway. Either get the wife, begin at the possession, a help, like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So what is a woman? A woman is a helpmeet for the man, and she's supposed to be a pillar of rest, not a pillar of stress. Giving honor unto the wife, as what? As unto the weaker vessel. So what is a woman? She's a helpmeet. She is the opposite of a man. She is a helpmeet, and she is your possession if she is your wife. Not every general woman, not every woman in general. That's why I call them females. But not every one of them in general is your possession. Only the one that you are laying down with sexual intercourse. And your children are your possession too, until you marry them off, especially the daughter. And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. What is a woman? Their new speech is something. Wait. Right, sorry about that. Now it says here, a disrespectful woman. No, it is not. They come with something that is called new speech, and I'm going to get into that. And it was written since in the book of 1984. We are in 2022 right now. And it's actually documented before that, because you got to understand, the book may have come out in 1984 or whatever, published in 1984, but it was written before that. Ain't nobody going to write a book in 1 year. Well, you have people that actually can do that, but they have been laying plans before that, and then they made it come out in 1984. That's how a lot of things go. A movie is not made in one day in that year. It could be, but enough of guessing and stuff like that. But here they said, what a woman. Okay, now if you go to the dictionary, now it says here, the first four, the number 4 says, what is a woman? A female servant or subordinate. And what is a subordinate? A subordinate. Belonging to a lower or inferior class or rank. Secondary. You are the second. You might perceive it as something very hurtful, but the Lord don't give a hootenanny about you. And you don't understand that is how it is set up. Now it says here, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Now this is the New Testament, which everybody claims to love. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. So you are second, and you are supposed to serve your man, which is then therefore mentioned in the book of Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception when you get pregnant. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. That's why you hurt. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. He's your boss. He's the one that tells you, I don't want you dressing like that. Obey me. Right. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. Sub is something that is beneath. For example, etymology, subjection. Subjection, right? Not objection. So it says here subjection. Submission. Servitude. Bondage. I rule over you. You're my captive, basically, kind of like you're a bondage unto me. Lordship over you. Control over you. So, subjection, obedience, submission, right? A putting under, because sub is like subway, right? Sub. What does the word sub mean with it? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see, especially from a government. It said a subject person or thing. Where's the word sub? What does the word sub mean? Let me. Definition of the word sub, not submarine. Sub. Go to the Latin or something. Sub, under. Here. Sub means under. Like subway is a way under. Most of the time under the ground. It's a what? Oh. Well, nowadays you have it here, but this is the subway. This is just the metro. You know, but if it goes under the here, this is the subway. It's under way. It's a way. It's a path, subpath, you could say. Right, so enough of this. So subjection, right? So it says here, be in subjection to your own husbands, not to every man, where you could just spread your legs and, you know, throw yourself under him, like throwing yourself under a bus. You can do that rather than that you throw yourself under every man that you seek, because he will lay on you, because you are under him. If you didn't know, now, he might put you on top, but when the time goes, he will put you under him, and that's where you will like it even more. You might like it on top, I don't care, but anyway, because I've met a girl like that. But anyway, that was just one. But that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversations of the wives. That is a wife that is in the truth. She might be won over by the conversation of the wives. Right. If you read 1 Corinthians chapter 7, you will see that the woman can sanctify the unbelieving man. And the unbelieving man can also sanctify the man can also sanctify the unbelieving woman. But anyway, which is more likely. But you do have women on this planet Earth, Israelites, let me say it good, the daughters of Israel, that, you know, they're better than what you would normally think. So it says here, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing when she bears the child of a righteous man. Because some of them children bear the child of a righteous man and then use Esau, another male, to fight against them, make them pay, make them suffer and stuff like that. You're going to die. But then anyway, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety, which is sober-minded. Being sober, sobriety women is women that are not dressed like this. You're not sober-minded. You're being a beast because you're oblivious to the sexual lust that you create, and therefore you need to die. Why? Because this is what you do. Matthew 5:28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her had committed adultery with her already in his heart. So what you're doing is you're causing men to commit adultery, and therefore I personally feel you need to die for that. But fuck my feelings. Bitches feel. I think you need to die. That's the point. I hate it when men say, I feel like this is the situation where I think you need to die. But the Lord have mercy, because he have mercy on me too. But if I was in power, you'd be dead. Just remember that. You're lucky I'm not in power. I might laugh, but I'm dead serious. You're lucky. But anyway, that's why the Lord has mercy. And of course, we should be like unto the Lord, and therefore have mercy also for the sins that we commit. I mean, like, no, I'm actually joking, not 100% joking, because, you know, if I was really righteous, I would put your ass dead. But then again, you know, you read the scriptures, you'd be like, wait a minute. I can't do that. That's just being very carnally stupid, because then I should have been put to death for the things that I did. Just because I'm so-called right now doesn't mean I should go around and kill people that are not right. What if a person saw me in my unright status, having my beard shaven and stuff like that, right? Walking around like I'm of the world, and that man would have put me to death because he was in his right mind and I wasn't. Well, that's what the Lord said. He that has no sin, throw the first stone then. Let me see if he does. Everybody would actually look, step back. Shit, I can't do that because I used to be in that same position as that woman. You know, I have had intercourse with a woman that is not a virgin. So therefore, I've committed adultery technically. I personally never stole another man's wife, so lucky me. But I know that the girls that I have been with were not virgins. And therefore, shit, death. Oh, I would be in the same position. So I might say it funnily, but I kind of mean it. But I know I should not. That is the point. And I know it is not right. So I would not do it. I just say I would, but I wouldn't do it. You know. But anyway, Matthew 5:48. Be ye perfect. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So we need to be like the Father. Right? So, yeah. Of course, if they don't want to comply, then hey, then let's leave it up to the Lord, and the Lord will judge them. But they coming up with confusion, these Edomites. And what is a woman? Which is this, belonging to a lower or inferior class or rank, secondary, subject to the authority or control of another. And where is that mentioned? This is what a woman is. 11 Corinthians, sorry, 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahawah, and the head of the woman is the man. So, subject to the authority or control of another, and in this case, your husband, which is the man. And the head of Yahawah is the Most High Yahawah. So verse 7. No, wait a minute. Verse 8. For the man is not of the woman. You don't come of the woman as a man. But the woman of the man, you come off the man. The man has seed in his body, boys and girls. The woman has an empty egg. She is inseminated. And therefore she conceives and brings forth babies in pain, in sorrow. That's your duty. That's what you deserve. Because you went off. Because back in the days, women didn't have labor pain. In the beginning, there was no pain. That was the curse that was put upon it. If you read Genesis 3, you will see that was the curse. Because she went off. Of the woman, the beginning of sin. The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, in the apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right? Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So you're created. That's your job. You're created for the man. If the man wasn't here, you wouldn't be here. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Now, what did that word power go into? Go to the Hebrew. The Hebrew. Power on her head. Power. Greek. 1849. Power of choice, liberty is doing please. Jurisdiction. Authority, ruler, but in this case, the veil with which propriety, right? Conformity to conventionally accepted, conventionally accepted standards of behavior and morals, the condition of being right, appropriate, and fitting, the details or rules of behavior conventionally considered to be correct. So it says, a sign of a husband's authority over his wife. Therefore, the woman I wasn't supposed to put KGB behind it. Not like this. Definitely not like this. I can still see your hair. That's a beast mode. Still trying to be sexy. You're still people like this. I hate people like this. You know, that's an Edomite thing. They're still trying to defy the law. They're still trying to defy the Lord by still showing a little bit of tiny hair, just like showing a little bit of ankle. You know, a little bit of that ankle. Oh, it's just an ankle, right? This is how you're supposed to be covered up, and not with this fancy shit neither. Just normal things, man. Cover her head. This is bullshit, because it shows you right here in the book of 1 Timothy's chapter 2. It says here, in like manner, 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sober-minded, not with broidered hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, expensive clothing. So you're supposed to be dressed in with shamefacedness and no makeup, and with modest apparel. You know, that thing that I just saw is just too fancy. I wouldn't want my girl to be walking around like that. Oh, hell no. You ain't walking around like that. But then again, I don't have power over you, so not now at least. Oh, you're lucky. This is quite much better. But still, the fact that her hair is showing is just a defiance. Like they defy you. You know, this is what you're supposed to be doing. That's why nowadays you would rather get an Arab woman. I'm not kidding. You'd better get that, man. They ain't got no authority type problem. But then again, you have them westernized ones, especially also them East Indian. Oh shit, as I was just talking about it. Them East Indian type this thing. They still show their hair. Whatever, is it Arab? Whatever. But then, yeah, you have those that do that shit too. Just like an Edomite. They do that. But yeah, let me just go on because I'm stuck on stupid over here. Like I'm. But yeah, so it says here. The definition of that word: a sign of the husband's authority over his wife, right? The veil with which propriety required a woman to cover herself. So that is what that means. It means that 1 Corinthians 11 and 10. For this cause ought the woman to have power over her head. She needs to have somebody in authority, and she needs to cover her head because of the angels. In respect of the angels, you need to cover your head when another man is around. And in this case, is the holy ones, one of the holy ones, the angel. How much more for the Most High? Because the Most High said you're supposed to cover your head everywhere and anywhere you go. You could untie it in the house, but hey, are you going to obey that law? And still you marry with the Bible in hand, because a lot of females want to marry. Do you tell me swear to take this woman with me? Stuff like that. But yeah, they put their hand on the Bible. Look at this shit. All opened. Need to get a backhanded smack about in the back of your head. You know? Look at this garbage. These females are overrated. You know, they need to marry in red, all red or all black. That's not a virgin. This is not clean. That's not a virgin. You know, you need to wear all red like this female over here, or all black like this guy over here. All white, that's a sign of purity. You're not pure. You're not a virgin. You had somebody's sperm gargling in the back of your throat, hitting your tonsils and stuff like that. And now you kiss this man and you finna kiss the babies that coming out your womb with that same mouth that you done kissed penis. So you're not pure. You're not clean. But anyway, the Lord will wash away all the filth of the daughter of Zion. So that's a comfort to know. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 4. When Yahawah shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion. You can read the rest for yourself. Now going back to what is a woman, I kind of explained it already. So now I'm going to go to this video and explain. I'm going to break down the video, and I have a few scriptures lined up here, and I'm going to do it like that then. So with that, then yeah, I'm going to make another part to this.